Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath and our Human Rogues Joyous Journey. Today we're starting off with a little bit of travel. Like I mentioned yesterday, we are going to have to go into Feralus for a little while. Which should be okay. Feralus is alright. The worst thing about Feralus for the Alliance is that you have to make your way all the way over to the island on the far side of the zone, and a lot of your questing happens there. Some of it happens in the mainland, and for the Alliance it's all very spread out. The Horde actually has a much more cohesive, sensible questing experience in Feralus, in my opinion, and I've always thought of it as more of a Horde zone, but we're gonna go there on this character because we need to get a few levels. In reality, we need more than a few levels. But from Feralus, I'll settle for a few levels. Yeah, it's January 5th today, and the experience buff ends on the 16th. I have no plans to rush or play more at this point. We're already putting in about 2 hours a day. And that's outside of doing anything with professions off recording and stuff like that. And I kind of just want to see if we can get there at 2 hours a day. I don't think we will. I think we'll probably just barely have gotten into Northrend when we lose the XP buff. I think if we're lucky, we'll clear Outland. That's kind of my goal. Is I would like to clear Outland at least with the experience buff. And that would probably be the only scenario that I would put out a third video a day for a little bit on this character, is if it seems like we're not going to clear Outlands with the XP buff. Then I would probably consider pumping out another hour a day, just so we can get that done. We're probably going to want to stick to the road. Well, yeah, see, the thing is we can't stick to the road until after the Horde base, because the road takes you right through the Horde camp. And we really don't want to do that run. And a lot of people are speculating that there's a reason why it's going to end on the 16th. A lot of people think that the next phase of Wrath is going to come out sometime around then. And I don't really know what that has to do with an XP. I feel like the XP buff should just stay in the game. I feel like at this point in Wrath, it should stay in the game. Oh, this is the base. Oh, this is not... This is not gonna work. Let's do this. Yeah. We're gonna have more luck surviving down here. I thought we were going to have some room to kind of skirt off to the side, but there is no room. The room is called the river. Oh, they're catching us in the water. Okay. Yeah, that... Oh, look at that. Okay, well that was a little bit scary, but we're in the clear now. Yeah, I feel like at this point in Wrath, I feel like the XP buff should just stay in the game. And those who don't want to use it, there is the option to go to the inns and you can turn it off. But I can't really, besides doing an intentional challenge run, it's hard for me to conceive of why most people would want to turn the buff off. Because you still get a long leveling experience. By the time this character hits level 80, even with the experience buff, we're gonna have played it for 80 or 90 hours. Yeah, it's not gonna be a small amount of time. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be a small amount of time. It's gonna be about 80 hours. Which, even for like a traditional RPG full clear, is like, that's a lot of hours. So I feel like with the XP buff staying in at this point would be fine. And maybe they'll do something like maybe in Phase 3. Maybe in one of the later phases they will add it in permanently, but I feel like it would be good to do it. You're going to enable so many people who don't have 250 hours to level a character when they want to. Same thing with this little thing here. We do have a quest back here, but I don't even know what it's about. Let's get back here and see if we can figure out what this quest is about. Use bamboo cage key from Sprite Darter from the pen. Okay, see, I don't have this quest, but maybe I can pick it up. This NPC is somewhere. Maybe they're back here. Okay, this looks promising. The NPC is hanging out in like a really secluded location. Yeah, that's really interesting. Hey guys, what's going on? Freedom for all creatures. The Filthy Grim Totem clan are capturing fairy dragons. Jerkai and I have no idea what they plan on doing with them, but they're obviously up to no good. We're not powerful enough to fight our way into the camp and free the captured dragons, but perhaps with your help. If you're willing, and you have some strong friends, release the creatures from their cage with this key and make sure they escape with their lives. I'll be by your side the entire time. Jerkai will remain here. We're gonna lead the way. Are we in charge of where she moves? Is that what's really happening? It does seem like she is kind of hanging out with us. Alright. Let's come down this. It recommended that we have some friends. But we don't have any friends, so. Oh, is she a hunter? That's awesome. She's a hunter, but then she ran into melee. She's a confused hunter. She's a vanilla hunter. Now she's shooting from underwater. Also a pro hunter move. Let's do a couple of things. Okay, so that's all of our cooldowns. I don't know if there's going to be some kind of event that happens once we pop this cage open. That's kind of what worries me right now. Let's go ahead and eat back to full health. We'll scout the other side of the cage and just make sure that there's no other enemies. We're probably going to have to take him out, maybe even him. We should probably take some of these guys out. I kind of remember this quest. And if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like the enemies that spawn in start to pull the guys that you leave alive here in the camp. And then you end up with a lot of enemies to fight all at once. I would almost be fine with clearing until our cooldowns are back up. At least until we have Evasion and Blade Flurry back up. I think we will just continue to clear some of these guys. Oh, poisons. Guys, we are going to get poisons. And the cool thing about today is that I actually have some deadly poison. And from what I understand, we want deadly poison on our offhand now that we have a fast weapon. So coats the weapon with poison that lasts an hour. Each strike has a 30% chance of poisoning the enemy for 102 nature damage over 12 seconds, but this stacks up to 5 times on a single target. So the faster poking with the offhand is going to lead to more successful applications of deadly poison than if we were to have it on a slow weapon. At least that's my interpretation of it. We'll give it a try today and we'll see if we can detect any difference. Alright, we've opened the cage. Oh, we have to protect them. Literally protect them as they fly out here and get themselves killed. One of the weirder quests, for sure. Like, we literally have to, like, stick with these guys and protect them. At least 6 sprite darters must live. The problem is that they're going in, like, wildly different directions, right? This guy, like, got bugged out back here. We did it. I mean, I don't know how many we did end up saving, but we did save at least 6. So I think clearing those guys out beforehand, from what I was remembering, was, yeah, that you want to clear them out because then everybody runs off. And if you leave all these guys alive, all the sprites run off in different directions. They're all getting killed at once. And it's probably pretty easy to... Oh, hey. No, no, no. This is not going to happen. You are not going to kill this guy. Not happening. This is one of the ones that we freed. There you go, buddy. Be free. We won't watch as he sadly disappears into the wall, so... We'll just pretend like we freed him, that we did something useful. And we'll move on.
What brings you here?
You are a great blessing to us and to the darters you have saved. Jerkai and I would never have been able to help the dragons ourselves. Your intervention in the Grim Totem's affairs will be remembered. Speak to Jerkai now. I have to prepare for our retribution. Oh. Just because the fairy dragons are free, it doesn't mean they will remain so. Jerkai and I will now go on the offensive. Hey, that sounds good.
Goddess watch over you. Peace be with you.
As she's already told you, Kindle and I will now take the fight to the Grim Totem. Together we should be able to pick off some of the Tauren without much threat to ourselves, but we'd love some help if you're willing and able. You've seen the camp below us, but there are more to the east. Using your own tactics, deal as much damage to the Tauren as you can, so they want us to kill a bunch of them. 10, 12, and 6. So 28 guys.
Goddess watch over.
And we'll meet back here after all the carnage has been wrought. The bad part about clearing this place out was that now we have no guys to fight for the kill quest. They said there are more camps to the east, so we could go back and check, but we'll fight whoever we can here. I love just having an easy to press interrupt that's on a 10-second cooldown. Is probably one of the most overpowered things about the rogue, is just having a 10-second interrupt. We did get a new rank of Sinister Strike and a new rank of Eviscerate from the trainer. That was it as far as stuff that we actually use. Are we going to be able to get up the hill here? No. Well, there we go. Everybody's back up now. I'm assuming that guy will come back. I don't know how many times I've actually done these quests. It is nice having these couple of quests here for the Alliance. It gives you something to do on this side of the zone before you have to make the long run all the way out here. But I can't imagine that we'll do much more for these girls. Maybe one more quest, if that. I shouldn't call them girls, I should refer to them as Night Elf ladies. I can't tell if the new poison is doing more damage, but since we're fighting green enemies when we were used to fighting yellow enemies, it makes it kind of hard to judge because we're literally just ripping them apart so easily, which is fun. but it isn't a good point of reference for if we're doing more damage or not. And we just got new ranks of Sinister Strike and Eviscerate, so like by default, we're naturally just going to be dealing more damage, I think. Having Deadly Poison up might be more useful on like bosses or enemies that are alive a bit longer, so we can get the full stack of it going. Well, I mean, we get it stacked up pretty quick. It just doesn't have a lot of time to tick, which I guess is okay. So we need 3 more Naturalists and 1 more Raider. One more Druid. Here we go, that's our target.
Greetings.
Kindle was right about you, Rambles. You do have a knack for this. You are a more seasoned adventurer than both of us, and for that we thank you. The Grim Totem clan is much more hostile than most Tauren. I wonder if their own kind frowns upon their actions. Oh, they do. I wouldn't be surprised. As you are probably aware, many races on Azeroth have ties to less kindly counterparts. But that is a discussion for another day. Out here in the wilderness, Kindle and I have meager means to reward your help, but we don't want you to feel unappreciated. Take my signet ring. If you ever find yourself in the bows of Teldrassil, go to the Temple of the Moon in the heart of Darnassus. There you will find my High Priestess Tyrande Whisperwind. The ring will let her know that we are well and give credit to your story. Okay. We do have another quest that goes there, so I think today at some point I'll have to put myself on a flight. We do have the flight points, so yeah, we have a few things to turn in there. It would probably be a good idea to make the trip. We can pick up Ungoro soil. We could assist Archdruid Fandral Staghelm. Couple of things we could do. Alright, so that's it for these guys. Gales, ladies, night elves. And that means that we are back on the road to the west. And if we could get to the actual road, that would probably be good. We'll pick up fuel for the zapping and zap giants, but we're not going to do that one till a little bit later. We have some lower level stuff out on Feathermoon Island to take care of before we do that other stuff. We also have a quest up here, the Giant Guardian. We'll do that eventually.
Hey, yeah. Have a good one. Yeah, what do you want? Glad I could help.
Now there is a boat that will ferry us. I've always just swam it. So that's what we're doing. I think I see the boat over there at the far dock. We'll see if it gets over to this dock and then passes us before we get to the island. Because yeah, it just set out. It just set out from Feathermoon Island. I'm pretty sure that unless you arrive at the dock right as the ship is there and about to leave, it's probably faster just to swim it, but we'll see. So it has to go over here to the dock, and then it has to wait there for a little bit, and then it has to return. So we'll see if we get to the land first or if the ship gets back. I think we're gonna beat it. If we don't beat it, I'll take the boat from now on. I'm waiting for it to come like piercing through the fog at like super fast speed at any moment. But I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. I think we're gonna get there first. So yeah, unless it's at the dock, you're better off just to swim for it. Maybe they could do like a flight point or a teleporter or something. Alright, lots of stuff to pick up out here. Let's start over this way. This person must be upstairs. Weird. Is it a low level issue? $46. It shouldn't be. 43. The 43s are... Yeah, maybe I needed to come here at 48. That being said, maybe this guy's outside. Let's grab the flight point. Mark of quality is for Yeti. Yeti hides. To McRuben. We have to do these level 43 runs like right away. To our south are the ruins of Solarsol. This is an area that far predates modern times. We explored the ruins initially and found nothing of note. As such, we left it in peace. Very recently, the Haycrest Naga have occupied these ruins in alarming numbers. At first, we considered it as the precursor for an attack. Though that threat is still possible, we believe there might be something else going on. Go there, explore the ruins, and look for anything that stands out to you.
Farewell.
And then he has
Assist you.
missing courier. Alright, so literally we're looking for a missing courier. Let's go grab these other ones before we head out. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the one that's supposed to be in the inn.
Ishno del Diab.
Talk to Darren, Lightwood, and Root Theron Village. We'll be headed that way. Oh, our quest log is full, guys. Our quest log is full. Definitely have some things we can clear out at this point. There we go, that looks a lot more reasonable. We're probably not going to go back to Hinterlands. And we are not going to go back to Stranglethorn. There we go.
How may I help?
I am honored.
Although it is dangerous, Troyus and I have been investigating the ruins that cover the Forest of Fairless. Lately, though, Troyus has been going on his own to the High Wilderness, and I really worry about him. The Gorduni ogres have taken over that area, and they don't take kindly to anyone that enters their territory. I was hoping you might be willing to travel to the ruins clear out some of the ogres.
Go in peace. Elune be
And a
with
sunken temple quest.
you. May the
That takes us
stars
to
guide you.
Tannerus first. Interesting.
Hello. Farewell.
All right, let's head south. We're looking for anything strange going on down here. I don't know if we're going to end up doing the missing courier. I kind of worry that we came here about two. I probably should have come here instead of going to Stranglethorn, but that ship has sailed literally and figuratively. So it is what it is at this point. With the discovery of the strange gazebo in the heart of the ruins, the time has come to return to Feathermoon's stronghold and report to General Chandra's Feathermoon what has been discovered here.
How may I help?
Your report on this gazebo is most disturbing. It would seem that even if the Naga were not planning an attack, their continued presence bodes ill for our push into Feralus. At any rate, here is compensation for your investigation. It would seem that Feathermoon's stronghold is in dire need of additional assistance in concerning the Haycrest Naga. I'd like to offer you the task if you're so inclined. At this point, I'm going to direct you to my second, Latronicus.
Good luck, friend.
Greetings.
He wants us to kill a bunch of them.
Goodbye.
And that one is also... Oh, that one's level 43 as well. Okay, well... We're gonna do it, but we're not gonna get a bunch of experience for it. 4,500. It's not gonna be a lot. I'm kind of hoping it chains into something that's level 43, or 44, but then we're gonna have to quickly do the level 44 quest before we hit level 50. And with the big kill quest for the ogres, that's gonna be tough. Oh, we just need scales. Yeah, we're not going after specific Naga. We just need scales from any of them so we can fight any of these guys we want to. At least we're still getting kill experience. It could have been a lot prettier. We lost one of them. He must have leashed. Very rude of him. And of course only one of them has an item. Well, I was trying to stick to the outskirts and not really go too deeply into the ruins, but it looks like we're gonna have to go a little deeper. And there we go.
I am listening.
Yes, these scales are more than satisfactory. Actually, I think I will send these down to Pratt for him to take a look at. Maybe he can craft something useful out of them. As for you, I have another mission. Your continued service to the General and Feathermoon Stronghold at large is a blessing in the face of adversity. New scouting reports have given us a good idea on the Naga chain of command. Royalty is present among their rank and file, and they're the ones calling the shots. Specifically, we've identified one of the Kruller royals as Lord Shalzaru. Scouts report that he himself has uncovered an odd relic during a recent Naga excavation in a cave south of the main ruins, across the water on the Isle of Dread. Put a stop to it by putting a stop to him.
Del Madres.
Alright. That is thankfully level 45, so no worry about losing that anytime soon. The next things we have to work on is the High Wilderness. I want to do High Wilderness because I really don't want to lose that. I'm going to hold off on Missing Courier because we're not going to get full experience for that no matter what. Let's go ahead and set our Hearthstone.
Elune be with you. Asha Felat.
And then everything else we don't have to worry about. You know, once we get into the level 45 and up stuff, we're not going to be worried about losing the full quest experience, so we should be good after we finish the first wave of the High Wilderness quest. That being said, though, I am going to take a bit of a break here for now, guys. Thank you all so much for being here and for all of your continued support on this character. I am having a great time with this journey, and I hope you guys are as well. Let me know what you do think. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth sometime very soon. Bye for now.